The divisional playoffs of the DSFL 2. After today, there will only be a Final Four in the DSFL 2. We start off with the hottest game of the night. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers, the number 1 seed in the AFC, rolling through the entire DSFL 2, taking on the number 4 seeded Buffalo Bills. Early on, Buffalo had no answer for their offensive rhythm. Second and goal, however, Franco Harris bullies up the middle to the 2-yard line. On third and goal, they need 2 yards and they get 1 7/8. They are just inches short of the goal line. You see the replay here. Franco Harris, as big as he is, Bruce Smith is just a bit bigger. Stops him down there on the goal line. 3-0 here right before halftime. Before Thurman Thomas on a screen, and he has a lane across the 40 to the 30 into the Steeler red zone, taken out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Huge play for the Buffalo Bills. And on second and goal, unlike what Pittsburgh can do, Jim Kelly finds the end zone. 7-yard touchdown connection from Kelly to Don Beebe, and the Buffalo Bills have a 7-3 lead with 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And things would get from bad to worse for Pittsburgh. Right before halftime, Nate Odoms, despite being chased down by John Stallworth, he has the ball inside the Pittsburgh 25-yard line. Huge play for Buffalo. And on 3rd and 17, stuffed behind the line, but that doesn't really make a difference there because Ryan Lindell converts on a 49-yard field goal try. Buffalo adds to its lead as 10-3 at the break. Third quarter action now. Bills receive the second half kickoff and look to go to work here against the Pittsburgh D. 6 yards and a first down. And then Kelly, another handoff to Thurman Thomas, breaks 2 would-be tacklers and taken down into Steeler territory. The Kelly's first pass of the third quarter results in an INT. Mel Blount on the interception. He led the entire DSFL 2 with 7 INTs. Make that pick number 8, and he is gone. 55-yard interception return touchdown. The PAT is good, and this game is tied with 2:45 to play. And Kelly's very next pass, another interception. Rod Woodson turning it the other way inside the 30 and taken down at the 26-yard line. Rod Woodson with the biggest play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but on 3rd and 7, can this offense convert? It is a first down connection to Lynn Swan, but on 3rd and goal, they need 9 yards for the end zone, and boy, how similar of a story for the first quarter. 8 7/8 of a yard, seemingly, before getting in the end zone. Stop, they kick a field goal, it's 13-10. The Steeler team could have potentially been up 21-10, but are just 1 yard too short. Second down and 1. Kelly taken down, but by the face mask, and that will be against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This D seems to be reeling because of an injured Lamar Woodley, unable to perform in today's game. But there's another injury midway through the fourth quarter. Jim Kelly hit hard from the backside after breaking a tackle. He would get sacked on the play and will miss key time. In for Kelly is backup quarterback Jack Kemp, who hasn't attempted a single pass the entire regular season. On 3rd and 14, he's incomplete out of the back. Intended for James Lofton, it's back over to the Steelers side, already up by a field goal. Bradshaw back to throw on a 7-step drop, trying to engineer a drive, but is incomplete. Overthrown for Mike Wallace, and back in the game is Jim Kelly, so he didn't miss that much time. And on 3rd down, he's picked off. Boy, you would have wished the backup was in for more time there. Rod Woodson with his second INT of the game with 2 and change remaining in the fourth quarter. The Steelers could ice the game with a first down, but is short of the first down marker by 3 yards. Back over to the Bills now with a tie game, and we are set for overtime. And Thurman Thomas is short on that carry, bringing up second down. This is the Bills' first drive, and Kelly is looking and completes to Andre Reed, but takes a nasty hit. And now next second down play, it's complete. So Kelly is driving down this field. It's now following moving the chains at 2nd and 7. Kelly sacked on that play, bringing up a 3rd and 15 scenario. LC Greenwood, and now this is it. Otherwise, it's back over to the Steelers side. Kelly to throw, has a clean pocket, throwing deep, and it's complete to Don Beebe. First down and 10 Buffalo. At the 21-yard line, huge play for the Bills. And because this is Madden 12, you can win this game with a field goal. You don't need both drives by 2 teams. 3rd down and 5, the pass complete to C.J. Spiller for a 1-yard loss, and that brings out the field goal unit to win the game for the Bills and send them to the conference championship game. The snap, ball down, kick, and Lindell is good on the field goal. and the Bills with the most stunning win of this playoff round. And this sends the Steelers, the top record in the AFC, home. I regarded the Steelers as the best team in the AFC. They have the best defense and one of the best offenses. Just fell short here today. 1 yard on 2 key drives will haunt them for the remainder of the DSFL 2. The Bills, an inferior opponent, move on to the conference championship game next weekend. Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers, and boy, the Vikings were run out of their own building last week. Now the Buccaneers travel to San Francisco. It was a scoreless game midway through the first quarter. The Buccaneers defense showing some fatigue. 3rd down and 1, Montana, incomplete pass. The Niners settle for a field goal. It's 3-0 off their first possession. Now over to Tampa Bay. Ward Dunn, very next play, fumbles the football. Ronnie Lott on the recovery, and the Niners are already inside the Buccaneer 30. Huge mistake by Ward Dunn. Now 2nd down and 6, Montana looking, fire to the right side, breaks a tackle, and he is in. 21-yard touchdown connection. Montana to Taylor gives the Niners a double-digit lead here midway through the first quarter. Huge break for this Niners offense. Now over to Tampa Bay's side, and they could get nothing going. Back over to the Niners side after a 3-and-out, and they would be driving yet again. 2nd down and 4, Frank Gore, 10-yard touchdown carry right up the middle. On the teeth of this Buccaneer defense, it's 17-0. Tampa Bay reeling offensively as well. 3rd down and 10, Dunn. Incomplete pass, nearly picked off. Dilfer nowhere near the kind of success he had last game. 3rd down and goal from the 1, another floater to the end zone, and Frank Gore hauls it in for a touchdown. It's 24-0, partner. We're now in the 3rd quarter. Now, after a long Buccaneer drive that is capped off by a Dilfer 12-yard run, it leads to a 2nd down and 4 scenario, and Mike Allstott is able to get into the end zone, and the first and only passing touchdown of the game for the Buccaneers comes with just under 6 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. And Trent Dilfer, late in the 4th quarter, this is it. 2nd and 10, Dilfer is sacked on the play, and on 4th and 11 for the game. Dilfer to throw, and that one short of the first down marker. Boy, the Buccaneers flat all game today, especially on offense. The Niners will move on to the championship game. Texans Oilers mix of teams taking on a red-hot Oakland Raiders squad that comes into this game with a 13-3 mark. Early on in the game, they would show just how powerful they are, especially on offense. Bo Jackson, 2 carries, and they already are on the scoreboard 7-0. Whoever wins this game will take on the Buffalo Bills next weekend. Midway through the 2nd quarter, more struggles for the Houston side. And then it would lead to a 2-yard touchdown carry to Marcus Allen. It's already 14-0, and the Raiders tack on 10 more points. Right before halftime, it's 24-0. But on 2nd down and 8, Earl Campbell with the carry of the game, breaking several tackles and racing 75 yards in for a Texan touchdown. And this one the first of the day for the Houston side. At halftime, it's 24-7 Oakland, and Houston will get the second half kickoff. And after a 3-and-out, it's back over to Oakland's side, and Marcus Allen, 41 yards, showing how Earl Campbell one-upping him into the end zone. It's 31-7 now. Allen with his 3rd touchdown carry of the game. Impressive game for the running back there for Oakland. And now Houston has to respond, especially on offense. 3rd down and 19. McNair is looking, and he is sacked again. This Oakland defense all over McNair. 7 sacks for Oakland today, and late in the 4th quarter, this one sealed the game. The Raiders and the Bills in a DSFL 2 Conference Championship game rematch. They will face each other, and the winner moves on to the Super Bowl. Oakland moving on all cylinders today. 38-7 your final, including a red-hot quarterback Ken Stabler. He will take on a Bills defense that completely dismantled the Steelers offense. They only scored 6 points in their own divisional round. It's the Raiders and the Bills in the Conference Championship game next weekend. Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are 2-0 against the Bears in the DSFL 2 throughout the regular season, but early on, the Bears getting things going offensively. 2nd down and 11, Luckman to throw, and it's complete. 2 catches for Ditka to move the chains. Now 3rd down and 8, Luckman looking, and it's incomplete. Boy, how do you not snag that football? It was right in your hands, Galt, and he would have been short of the first down anyways. Rodgers to throw now on their first drive, and he's going long. right off the top of the game, and it's incomplete. So 3rd down and 11, and they hand it off to the running back, Amon Green. Head-scratching decision there because the Bears on their very next drive, Walter Payton for nearly 20 yards on the ground. And then on a 1st and 10, Payton another huge game. He had an impressive game last week, and adding to that total today. And on 2nd and goal from the 1, Emery Moorhead in the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown connection. And the Bears strike first at 7-0. And that was the issue throughout this rivalry. The Bears could do nothing on offense. And now for the Packers in the first half, that was the story with them. Inches short on this 3rd down and 4 carry. Big break there for the Bears. They get the ball right back on offense. And on 1st and 10, Luckman in Chicago is back on offense. And back to work they were. 2nd down and 5, Luckman looking, has time, complete to Mike Ditka. That was the story again today. They had all sorts of time. 3rd down and 1, looking through his keys, incomplete out of the back. So on 3rd down and goal, handed off to Payton, and he's in the end zone, and it's 14-0. The last thing I expected for this Bears team was to be up by that big of a margin, but on 2nd down and 10, Green Bay back on offense, and back to work they were again. 1st down and 5 following a penalty, and Rodgers would scramble and take it to his own, and now he's into Chicago territory from the 49-yard line. And on the very next play, Rodgers complete to Antonio Freeman, and the first touchdown for Green Bay comes right before halftime. Antonio Freeman, known as a kick returner, finds the end zone with his electric speed. It's a touchdown game in Green Bay. Now we go to the 3rd quarter. The Green Bay Packers get the opening kickoff, and Chicago setting the tone on defense. A bone-jarring hit. Shannon Sharp could not hang on. Now 3rd down and 11, back to Chicago's side. Nothing doing for them either. So Green Bay on offense couldn't take advantage, but their defense takes control. But Rodgers fumbles the ball, gets the ball back, but a huge dismantling play for this series, because on 3rd and 21, they have to fire it deep, and Jennings almost makes the grab, but they call it out of bounds. Now back over to Chicago's side. 2nd down and 3 towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Johnny Knox with his first catch. That one goes for a 1st down. Now we enter the 4th quarter, and Luckman and this Bears team is driving again. 2nd and 10. Harlan Hill for a few yards. So it leads to 3rd down and 8. Luckman is looking, and he's complete on the backside shoulder to Willie Gault. Impressive play, but the very next play, he's intercepted by Tramon Williams. That one a head-scratching decision because they had the lead, and they could have kicked the field goal to make it a 2-possession game. Green Bay on offense is struggling. But, boy, just giving Green Bay more opportunities. Will they take advantage? 2nd and 6. Rodgers sacked on that play. He was sacked all game today. Wally Chambers to bring down the quarterback, bringing up a 3rd down and 12. And with 4 minutes to go, it's very hard to see Rodgers throwing that out of the back of the end zone. Take a shot there. 1st and 10 now. Luck with looking and completes to Willie Gault for a 1st down and 10. Chicago driving again, 2 and change the play. Walter Payton breaks a tackle, gets a few yards. 3rd down and 5 now. They call a timeout due to injury. But on 3rd and 5, handed off to Sayers, and he finds a hole and gets a 1st down. That is a huge carry for Sayers. Now Walter Payton gets a 1st down, another one. Green Bay has to start burning their timeouts. But on the next 3rd down and 8, Gale Sayers breaks a tackle, and he gets the 1st down. Stays in bounds, unable to get in the end zone, but that one is good enough to send Chicago to the conference championship game. They will take on their foe, the San Francisco 49ers, next weekend. This one a huge victory for the Bears. They were underdogs all game long. Gale Sayers with the game-icing plays on the ground. Chicago over 100 yards rushing in this game. That was the key for today. And what a huge victory for the Chicago team. They will move on next weekend. Bears over the Packers, 14-7 your final. And this one was all due to Sid Luckman's accurate passing and over 100 yards total on the ground. The Chicago Bears, the Oakland Raiders, the Buffalo Bills, and the San Francisco 49ers. The 4 teams, one of those 4 will be the winners of the Dream Bowl 2. And this one, the play of the game of the divisional round. Thank you guys for watching. And we will have the conference championship games as soon as possible. They will all be broadcast on the DSFL Radio, the AFC games on CBS, and the NFC games on Fox. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.